ירושלמי in מסכת שבס פרק ט"ו הלכה ג' לא ניתנו שבסוס וימים טובים לישראל אלא כדי שיעסקו בהם בתורה. Why did the Kodesh Baruch give us a Shabbos and a Yontif? To sit and to learn. So if your bed looks as if you're going to hop in a second, that means you didn't chap what Shabbos is all about. Yes, one is allowed to sleep on Shabbos. And the acronym of Shabbos, Shein Beis Taf, is Sheina B'Shabbos Tanug. I know. But it could be that Sheina B'Shabbos Tanug, that 1 hour in the bed equals 2 hours on a weekday. But there's an extra special merit of learning Torah on Shabbos. In Avos, Perek Vav, Mishnah Hey, 48 acquisitions of Torah, we learn that miut sheina, sleeping less, minimum time you rest in bed, is one of the acquisitions of Torah. Rambam writes, Hilchos Talmud Torah Perek Gimel Halacha Yud Gimel, even though it's a mitzvah to learn, bayom uvalayla, during the day and at night, en adam lamed rov chochmasoi, ela balayla, one acquires most of his wisdom at night. And therefore the Rambam says, one who wants to acquire the crown of Torah should make sure not to waste even one of his nights on eating, drinking, sleeping. He should sit and learn Torah. V'chol haloimed Torah balayla, HaKadosh Baruch Hu draws on him chut shel chesed nimshach alav bayom. The Ben Ish Chai, Shana Beis Shemois, writes, learning Torah on Shabbos, Pi Elef is 1,000 times greater than learning Torah during the weekdays. So that's what it means. Mitasoy mutzaz. The bed is made as if I'm not planning to use it. It looks nice, but I'm not planning to use it. I'm planning to sit and learn. It doesn't stop there. Look what you can get for learning on Shabbos. Chofetz Chaim makes a calculation. Reb Elia Lupian once visited the Chofetz Chaim on Shabbos, and in Lev Eliyahu, he brings that the Chofetz Chaim told him the following. Mishnah and Peah, Perek Aleph, Mishnah Aleph, we say it every single day. Talmud Torah, keneged kulam. The Gaon Mivilna over there in his Perush Shnos Eliyahu on Maseches Peah writes that every word you say when you're learning Torah is considered independent mitzvah. It's not that you have to understand the whole sugya. Oh, you have the mitzvah of Talmud Torah. Every single word. The Amar is a mitzvah. Abaye is another mitzvah. Every single word is a mitzvah. If that's the case, Talmud Torah corresponds, has all the weight corresponding to all the mitzvahs. When you say Amar, learning Torah, you actually have 613 mitzvahs now. Each one is a mitzvah, and each mitzvah of Talmud Torah corresponds, has the weight of 613 mitzvahs. So Amar weighs 613 mitzvahs. Doesn't end there. The Gaon writes, since we find in Chazal, in Brachos, Yerushalmi, Perek Aleph Halacha Hey, that Shabbos corresponds to all the mitzvahs. When you fulfill a mitzvah on Shabbos, any mitzvah on Shabbos, it has the weight of 613 mitzvahs. So if you're learning Torah on Shabbos, you have to multiply 613 by 613. Each mitzvah of Torah, which is every word, it weighs 613 mitzvahs. Mitzvah performed on Shabbos weighs 613 mitzvahs. So what happens when they clash, when they combine? 613 times 613 is 375,769 mitzvahs. That's for the word Amal. Then comes the word Abaye. Then comes the word whatever he says. Every word in Torah has 769 mitzvahs. It doesn't end there. Chafetz Chaim made a calculation once that one can say 200 words in a minute. So if you're thinking, what can I gain from learning Torah? I only have 1 minute. Only have 1 minute. So you got to take the number we just found, 375, 769, and times it by 200. You know what that means? 75,183,800 mitzvahs. That's for only 1 minute. But who's going to learn only 1 minute? After hearing this, you're going to be crazy. So let's say you only learn for an hour, only 60 minutes. So you multiply this by 60. And that's only 4,509,228,000 mitzvahs that you get for 1 hour. If you think it stops there, that's where the Chafetz Chaim stops. I'm continuing. But Tenua, in Avos, Perek Dalet, Mishnah Beis writes, if you have enjoyment when you do a mitzvah, you get 2. You get sachar for the mitzvah, you just did a mitzvah. And you also get sachar for the ta'anug that you have. So that means whatever we just found now, those 4 billion, you have to double. Who's not going to enjoy learning the Shabbos? So we're up to 9 billion. Avos de Rab Nosson, פרק ג' הלוך אביו. טוב לו לאדם, אחד בצער, ממאה ברווח. So somebody who finds it difficult, he still has pleasure because he wants to double up his reward. But whatever reason, it's too hot, it's too cold, there's noise, whatever it is, טוב אחד בצער, ממאה ברווח. That means you have to multiply it by 100 if it's a little difficult for you. You do the math. ירושלמי, ברוכוס, פרק טס הלוך ה' אם ראית את הבריאו שנשיישו ידיהם מן התורה. You see the people are giving up on Torah, they're not learning. עמוד והסחזק בה, ואתה מקבל שכר כולם. So, ירושלמי ברוכוס, פרק טס הלוך ה' there are times that are a little weaker in learning Torah. Friday afternoon, how many people are sitting and learning? Motzei Shabbos. Purim night. Who's sitting and learning then? Motzei Yom Kippur, everybody's involved in other mitzvahs. I'm buying my 4 minim, I'm building my sukkah. If you see certain times, late, tonight, Friday night, Shabbos, who's sitting and learning? Get up real early tomorrow morning, when people get up late. If you learn at that time, you get reward corresponding to all those people who didn't do what you did. You do the math. I don't even know how to start counting because we're talking about a lot of people. Sdei Chemen, Ma'areches Mem, Klal Kuf Tzadiches writes, one who learns Bechavrusa or with a Chabura, the more people, the merrier, gets reward corresponding to all the people who participate with him. So if it's 2 people, double up. If it's 3 or 4 or 5, time the amount of people that are sitting and learning with you. Doesn't end there. Kedushas Yontov, the Ma'arit Al-Ghazi, page Pei Beis writes, if it's a result of your learning, you cause others to learn, you encourage them, you motivate them, people see you and they're inspired and they do the same, you get reward corresponding to their learning as well. So again, if you do it, not betzina, either you can do it betzina, which publicize to others, or do it in the shul. Mimele, you have to double the reward by the amount of people that you inspired to do the same. I think based on all this, we can understand what the Pasuk says. Pasuk in Mishlei, Perek Beis, Psukim Daled, and Psukim Hey. Pasuk Hey. Im tevakshena chakasef, uchematmonim techapsena. If you look for the Torah, like you search for silver and gold, az tavin yiras Hashem v'das Elokim timtza, because you really have to seek, as if you're searching for gold, for silver. The pasuk in Mishlei Perek Gimel, pasuk says Tetvav, Yekara hi mipninim, b'chol chafatzecha lo yishvu ba. It's more precious than pearls, than precious stones, than gold and silver. Nothing comes close to the value of Torah. Now we see why. We're talking about billions and trillions. I don't even know if we can, I don't even know how to pronounce those numbers. It's too many zeros. I don't know how to pronounce, but I'm going to leave a Kodesh Baruch Hu to do the accounting. But you see the reward.